everybody, it's Ed here, and I'm super excited to be able to announce that after my successful US workshops, and have a look at a couple of the comments here. One from Harlan Kilstein, and if you know Harlan, you know he's not an easy person to impress, and he doesn't use flattery a lot, and he'll call a spade, which is very gratifying to me that he found these two-day workshops so well. And it was fantastic to catch up with people who'd been to previous two-day workshops like Ryan Fitzgerald, and he's done such a great job with his hair salon business. It was awesome. So it was just fantastic, and I was so thrilled with how they went that I am going to hit the road again, and I am coming to Europe in September. So here are the dates. I'm going to do 3 workshops over the month of September, and my first stop is going to be the old stomping ground of Manchester. Yes, it's been a long time since we've been there. So on the 15th and 16th, that's the Tuesday and Wednesday in September in Manchester, we're going to do a 2-day workshop there. And just to keep in mind too, there's actually a New Media Europe, the conference going on the Saturday and Sunday there in Manchester as well. So it might be able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So that I'm really looking forward to doing that. Haven't been back to Manchester for so long. Speaking of not so long, London. So then the following Saturday and Sunday, which is, let me check my dates here, the 19th and 20th. So the following weekend in London, on the Saturday and Sunday, we are doing a 2-day workshop. And then on the following week, we're heading to Germany on the 23rd and 24th of September. So really excited about this. Let me take a moment to explain what we're doing and why it works, and then we'll talk logistics at the end of this quick video. The reason for the workshop and why I'm doing it is really clear. First of all, I find that the most fun workshops that I've been to, the most productive and the most useful workshops that I've ever been to, the small ones. And so this is going to be kept very small. We're going to have around 10 people. That's it. It's been a secret, and once I explain what we're going to do, you'll understand why. It's a great way to collaborate, great way to workshop together, particularly with the very unique way that we do this. The reason for the workshop is simple. If you think back, it's been 10 years, would you believe, since I started the challenge. We're coming up to the 10th challenge. If you think about 2005 for a second, traffic was super cheap, super easy to do. They were literally the days where you could dump 30,000 keywords into Google and pay 5 cents a click max, see what worked, get rid of what didn't. Traffic was super easy. Creating products was super hard. In fact, the camera I'm shooting this on, this would have been worth $50,000 in 2005. Couldn't have afforded it. Me doing this video, I wasn't even able to do this video to you on YouTube. It didn't exist back then, believe it or not. So traffic, super easy, super cheap. Product, super hard, expensive, difficult, would take weeks. I remember the very first course I did with Frank Kern, the Underachiever Method. It took us months to get that whole thing put together, and it was incredibly expensive. Now, fast forward to 2015, traffic is the hard part. Getting attention in this day and age of social media and all the calls on our attention, that's the tricky part. And creating product, well, it's easy as having one of those things, right? It's, the amount of computing power, the amount of product creation power in a tablet or a mobile phone, literally 5 years ago, would have cost you $50,000 just to put all that into one high-definition package. It's extraordinary when you think about it. What does this mean? It means that the methodology that I have taught for years, which is market, traffic, conversion, and then finally product, is not the way to do it anymore. The way to plan your business, the way to expand your business, is to think single target market, prototype, testing, and then scale. That's the fundamental difference. And what I've done in this 2-day workshop is pile all that together. So you spend 2 days with me working in a small group. And if you're starting a business, we will give you an absolute step-by-step prototyping and testing roadmap. So when you leave, you'll know exactly what you're going to do. If you've got an existing business, we're going to show you how to expand it. And we're going to show you the experiments and tests and prototypes that you need to develop for your existing markets to really 10x your business. That's what we're going to do. So let me explain how this is going to work, because it's not your standard workshop. In session 1, I'm going to take you through the fundamental reasons why things are going to change. We are going to be covering the only 3 reasons to start a business, the difference between a niche style and an exponential business. And sadly, so many people are neither, and we need to figure out which one you're going to be. Both are good, but we need to figure out which one you're going to be, and you need to understand the reality of what that means. We're going to discuss that there are only really 3 reasons to create a new product or start a new business. We're going to go through those and see which applies to you. We're going to talk about quantity versus quality and some amazing research which just shows how important it is for you to be thinking quantity and not quality. Because guess what? The more quantity, the better the quality. The difference between deliberate and emerging strategy. Now, I know that sounds really fancy pants, and if you're a follower like I am of disruption theory, well, good news, you won't have to read thousands of pages to come up with this strategy and theory. You'll just have to attend the workshop and see how it applies to you, and it really is phenomenal. Then we're going to talk about jobs to be done theory. If you're watching this, you've probably heard me talk about this a hell of a lot, also from disruption theory, and how crucial it is to every aspect of your business. And I'm going to show you how to apply it, what it means, and how it's important. In session 2, we're going to get down to work. We're going to ask you to identify a single target market. In fact, we'll be doing a little bit of homework before you actually get to the workshop so you can absolutely maximize what you're going to be able to do. So we're going to ask you to break down for your particular single target market, important target market. And then I'm going to take you through 2 exercises which bluntly are going to blow your mind with how much information and how much knowledge about your business or your new business are going to come out of looking at the pains, the gains, and the jobs to be done. And I'm going to take you through 2 processes which, like I say, will literally blow your mind with how incredibly effective they are. In session 3, we're going to discuss what makes a good product and what makes a good prototype, and then apply it. And guess what? Even if you haven't got the single foggiest clue about doing a prototype, I'm going to show you in 2 minutes. You are going to walk away from that session with not 1, not 2, not 3, but at least half a dozen prototype ideas, fully formed ideas for products to create in your market, even if you haven't got a clue, or even if you're looking for your next market and your next product for your next existing business. It's going to blow you away, this process. It's fantastic. At the end of the day, we're going to have just a fellowship session, aka drinks, and you'll be able to ask me any questions, and some of my dear friends will be attending that as well. Plus, we'll be having a dinner as well. So if you can join us for dinner after that, so we can talk in a more informal, because I will be setting you up on day 1 for day 2, because we're going to be doing a lot of work in day 2, and so it's a great, it's a more relaxed atmosphere for us to discuss, and maybe you've got some business questions that you want to ask me personally, all that sort of stuff. We're going to do all of that at drinks and dinner after day 1. On day 2, we're going to do our first PEQ session. Now again, those of you who've been following me for a while know the power and magic of these incredible sessions. And my goal is twofold here. One is I've created a twist to the PEQ, which just makes it that much more effective. And I want to teach you that. So we're going to be doing 2 things. One, we're going to be working to resolve the issues of your business. And secondly, I want to teach you how to do this so you can take it away and do it with your teams. And indeed, in coming along, you'll actually be eligible for a new online service that we're going to create, which is going to allow you to do this online as well. So we'll be able to continue our interactions after the workshop, which is really, really sweet. In our 5th session of the 2-day workshop, we're going to look at risk and ask ourselves the critical question, and then take you through a series of exercises to really drill down into this. And it's an amazing question when you think about it. And when you do it in a group environment, 10 times more powerful. And it's this question: what has to be true for your business to work? What has to be true for your business to work? Incredibly powerful question. And with the unique processes that we're going to work through in workshop format, we're going to drill down to that. We're going to rank them from most critical to least critical. And then guess what? We're going to create experiments using a unique methodology that I've created to then be able to, you're going to be able to walk away and you're going to know with certainty whether this product has any wheels to go, because you're going to know what you're going to be able to test first, right? It makes total sense, because I want to make sure this workshop is incredibly practical. It's no good if you just come and enjoy yourself. It's no good. It's only good if you walk away with absolute concrete steps that you know what to do as soon as you get home, so that you can build your business, start your business the right way using this new methodology. You know, we need to ask the question, what would kill your business? Now, that typically is not a question that most people ask. We tend to be optimists. Entrepreneurs are optimists by our very, very nature. And to me, asking this question and doing it in a very controlled, specific way is one of the best things that you can do. So we're going to do that, and we're going to plan that, and we're going to tackle that in this session. Because if you know what's going to kill your business, then guess what? We can workshop and brainstorm solutions to that. You know, there's a world of solutions. The only risk is the stuff that you don't plan for. And so that's what we're going to do in session 5. In session 6, we're going to bring it all together, and you're going to walk away with knowing what prototypes you're going to have, what tests and experiments you need to run in order of most critical to next most critical, the things that will impact your business the most. Doesn't it make sense to test that way? And we're going to show you how to do that rapidly, so you're testing in rapid fire, because that is the trick. He or she who conducts the most tests in your market wins. It's that simple. And of course, we're going to go over old favorites like the #1 list building. And because of the small environment, you'll have lots of chance to feedback. If you've got a traffic issue, if you've got a conversion issue, all of those sorts of things we'll be able to tackle while I'm there on the spot. And there's a lot of stuff that I can talk to you one-on-one about, which I can't do through a video. And I'm so excited to be able to do this. So that's the workshop. So what's the deal? Last time when I was in Europe and doing these 2-day workshops, it was a $5,000 per head event. And as I mentioned, and as you might have seen with the USA workshops, because this is a brand new workshop and because I want to make it as available to as many people as possible, I decided to put the workshop on for $1,495 US. And so I will do the same here. So we'll keep the price the same. So if you're interested in coming to secure your spot, because remember, the key reason we do this is we keep it super small. So I can work one-on-one with you in your business and deal with your particular issues and challenges, and make sure you leave with an absolute step-by-step blueprint using this new methodology, which, and as you saw at the start of the video, that people are pretty wowed by. So $14.95, you can click on the button to grab your spot. Look, if you need, if you needed to break it into a couple of payments or something before the event, shoot me an email. My email is under this video as well, and let me know. Obviously you have to be fully paid up prior to the event, but look, to grab your spot now, because once we hit those 10 people in each location, unfortunately I'm not going to be able to handle anymore, because that's what we need to make the process work. So I'd really love it if you came. I can't wait to get there. It's been so long. I think it's going to sell out relatively quickly based on the emails I got from people who are even considering coming to the US. And I said, oh, hang on, I'm coming over to you, so don't have to spend that money. I don't know when I'll be back again, so I think it's a great opportunity. If you're in that situation where, you're starting, it's a great thing from starting. Maybe you've got a Magcast, you've got an existing business that you want to launch a new product for, or you just want to kickstart it to that next level, then this workshop is for you. It's honestly, I know I say this, but it really is the most fun and the best thing that I've done in terms of getting people's results. It's so awesome to be back helping people again. So with that, hit the button below, reserve your spot, and I will see you in Manchester. And just those dates again, 15th and 16th. London, 19th and 20th, that's the weekend. And Germany on the 23rd and 24th. All right, can't wait to see you. It's going to be awesome. Okay, speak soon.